Yo guys, this is your artist Tolg, and today I will show you how to draw Goku doing the Kamehameha, and as always make sure to watch the whole video, like the video and subscribe, that would be a huge support. So let's get right into it. For the sketch, we only need an A4 size paper sheet in portrait mode and a pencil, and first we're gonna draw the full rough shape of Goku so we can get an idea of the pose. Drawing the rough shape will be very helpful as this is a quite difficult pose. So we are drawing the hands wide open and we are shaping each finger and also the arms, head and legs, but very roughly, and then we can start to draw more detailed. So now you see that I'm working along the shapes I just drew, and to put it simply, right now I'm just improving the shape and give everything the details, but of course the implementation is not that easy, but with these rough shape it's definitely way easier. So as you can see, I'm drawing the Kamehameha pose with wide open hands and spread fingers because I think it looks way better this way instead of the Kamehameha with quite bended fingers. It looks way more dynamic, and of course like this it's a bit more difficult to draw, and therefore I'm letting the sketching part play pretty slow so you can follow my steps very easy. So the fingers consist of 3 equal parts, and the palm of each hand is pressing together. And to not make the fingers look too stiff, we will draw each of them quite different. That means each finger is slightly pointing in a different direction. Some of them are very straight and some of them are quite bended, but still the hands are very wide open. So when you draw each finger in a quite different way, the hand will look way more dynamic and professional. And as drawing hands is maybe the most difficult part to draw, along with the face, I'm also doing lots of adjustments and improvements here and there, so don't get frustrated if you don't get it right the first time. You can adjust and improve as often as you want until the hands are looking perfect. And when you think you are done, you can turn the paper to check if the bottom hand is also looking natural from a different perspective. I found some things to improve, so I'm adjusting that real quick. And then, maybe the most difficult part of this drawing is done, which is to shape the Kamehameha hands. So good job, and now we can continue with the arms. So we will give Goku some very muscular and defined arms to show how much energy he is putting into this attack. Here as well, I'm also starting very roughly so I know how and where to position and place each muscle, and then I start to draw more detailed. Again, we will draw the muscles very defined, and here as well you can take your time, and we are adding lots of definition to the muscles and also veins to the biceps. Okay, the arms are looking perfect, and before we continue with the head, we will draw the parts of the suit on the shoulder area first. The suit of Goku is very loose and wrinkled. Okay. Now we have to draw the head, and as you can see, I'm adding a vertical and horizontal line to the face so I know where to start to draw the face features. I always draw the face with these two guidelines so I know where to place the eyes, and also this way I can draw the eyes perfectly equal. Same goes for the nose and mouth. With the vertical line, I can draw these face features perfectly centered, and as you can see, I'm drawing Goku very angry and screaming as he is blasting an attack. So Goku has a few hair strands in front of the face, which are very thick in the beginning and very spiky in the end. And same as for the fingers previously, we will also draw each hair strand quite different to also add some more dynamics to the hair. So we will also draw these in different sizes, shapes and directions, but with just some very small differences. And then we can complete the suit on the upper body and draw the chest muscles which we can see. Alright, and before we continue with the main hair, we will now check the pose and the upper body to see if everything looks good and natural. Now I am just improving some areas I found not that perfect, but basically I was just improving the shape of some muscles. And now we can draw the main hair. We will draw Goku as Super Saiyan Blue, and here as well we're gonna draw the shape of the hair first, which kinda looks like a candle flame. I think that's a good orientation, and as I said before, we will give the hair some dynamics by drawing each hair strand quite different, with some different sizes and directions. And when we are happy with the shape of the hair, we can draw everything more detailed and also add hairlines to each hair strands with the same direction. Alright, that looks amazing, and now we can draw the legs. One leg is angled and the other is straight, and of course we will start with the rough shape, so we have an easy time to draw the legs detailed. As always, the pants of Goku are very wide and loose, and we will make sure to add lots of wrinkles to the pants. Great! The boots have a very different design as usual, so pay attention to that, and we will also draw the belt floating in the air because of the Kamehameha blast. And that will be it for the sketch. It looks very good, and now we will use a round object to draw the Kamehameha with a blue colored pencil, and we will make sure to place a round ball perfectly centered on the hands. And now we can ink everything. What's very important here, we will not ink the hands in the Kamehameha ball, as we will erase these lines so we can use the blue markers there. Everything else you can ink as usual, and as you know, we are just tracing the entire sketch with a high quality pen of our choice. We are working very slow, controlled and accurate, and when we are done with the first layer, we are erasing all the pencil lines, including the parts in the Kamehameha ball, and then we will do a second layer of ink with a smaller size pen, and right now we will just improve the line art and make sure that the whole thing is as accurate and clean as possible. I always do that because after erasing I always see some shaky lines, and I'm also making these lines thicker so the line art can stand out on its own. as you can see, the line art looks amazing, and now we can color this. Starting with the Kamehameha ball, and right now I'm using a brighter blue tone and I want to show the hands in the Kamehameha, so I'm going along the wrinkles of the hands to resemble that, and I'm also using another brighter tone to give the hand another layer of blue. I think that's a great idea and will look amazing. We are also using a darker blue to give the hands a bit more deepness, but we are using this one very lightly. And as you can see, the hand looks amazing already. We will do the same thing for the other hand as well. Okay, that looks really good, and now we will also color the parts of the body which we can see in the ball the same way. We are using the wrinkles of the clothes to add the shades and also the definition of the muscles. I think that's a cool way to draw the Kamehameha. What do you think, guys? Perfect. Now we will draw some Kamehameha waves to the blank parts of the paper, and therefore we are using the same 3 blue tones, of course working from dark to bright. I like that, and now we can continue with the skin. So very close to the Kamehameha ball, we will leave the skin white and the rest we will color with a bright skin tone. For the shades, we are using a way darker tone and we will add the shades further away from the energy ball. We are using the muscle definition and the veins to add the shades. We are also using a darker skin tone to add even more deepness to the skin, which maybe is the most important tone in my opinion. It gives everything the necessary definition. And we will continue just like this for the entire skin, and make sure to leave white parts on the skin very close to the ball. And now we will color the open mouth with some nice pink and red tones, and then we can color the super sim blue hair, and therefore we need only 2 blue tones, one medium and one darker. We are using the medium tone along the hairlines, and we will leave big white parts on the hair so the hair will appear very shiny. And the darker blue tone we are also using along the hairlines, but of course with that tone we will add smaller shades to the hair. And that's basically it, guys. It's a very simple process, and we will do the same thing for each hair strand. Alright, that part also turned out great. Now I am increasing the shades on the eyes and teeth, and then we will color the orange suit as well. We are leaving white parts near the Kamehameha ball, which we will color with a very bright orange tone, and the rest of the shirt we are going to color with a medium orange tone. And then we will use a very dark orange, very close to brown, to add big and dark shades to the shirt, also further away from the ball. We are also using the wrinkles of the shirt to add the shades, and we also need a way darker tone to increase the deepness of the wrinkles, but we are using this one very little. Great, I love the shirt, and now we can color the belt, and herefore we also need only 2 blue tones, one brighter and one very dark blue. And we will add the shades to the inner part of the belt. And at the end we are using a black tone to increase the deepness of the wrinkles, and then we can move on to the lower part. The pants have the same colors as the shirt, and the process is also the same. Starting with the medium orange, and here as well we are leaving white parts very close to the ball, which we will color with a very bright orange tone. Then we will use a darker orange brownish tone to add big shades to the pants, more on the outer parts and of course along the wrinkles. And at the end we are using the darkest tone, and we will add even more shading to the pants. More shades equals more definition, which means your drawing will look more professional and just better. As you can see, one leg looks great, and we will do the same thing for the other side. You can do it, guys. Let's go. Perfect, we are almost done, and now we will color the boots with the same tones as for the belt. We will add the shades on the inner part of the boots, which will make the outer parts brighter, and we will also use a black tone to give the boots the dark, deep shades. Alright guys, Goku is done, and now I'm giving the waves some more definition just to give them more details, and then we are done with this drawing. So guys, this was definitely a difficult pose to draw, especially drawing the hands like this is not easy, but it looks really good in my opinion, and I hope you guys learned something today. Alright guys, now let me know in the comments what you think of this, also give me inspiration for future tutorials, and like the video to show me your support. You can also support me on Patreon if you appreciate my work, that would be amazing. I will of course upload this in full time on my real time channel so you can follow my steps even easier. The one and only original drawing is now available on Etsy, and for commissions message me on Instagram. And if your custom drawing fits to my channel, I will make a video out of it and mention your name in the video. All the links down below in the info box, including the links to the materials I'm using. That's it guys, thank you all for watching, and I see you on the next